Millions of people in the Toronto area and across much of Ontario are waking up under a heavy cloud of wildfire smoke again this morning. And that's bringing fresh health warnings about the serious risks from smoke particles in the air. These scenes from Toronto call for a new take on that old weather proverb, "It's now orange skies in the morning," that could also be taken as a warning. In some parts of the city yesterday, the skies were an ash gray. The smoke was so thick that the sun was blocked out, and that brought down the sweltering heat, but also put the Toronto area at the top of the list for the worst air quality on the planet. And this is a live look at Toronto's skyline. Members of our team say that you can see the smoke at street level as well, almost like a fog. And the smell of smoke seems stronger this morning as well. And Linda Ward is covering the story for us. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning.
I could feel it as soon as I walked out of my hotel room today.
That campfire smell as soon as you walk out the door, for sure.
And it's in your hair, it's in your throat. Where are the smoky conditions posing the greatest risk right now?
Well, we're going to show you a live shot that we found this morning of the Windsor, Canada webcam, because this is the way that the smoke is drifting. You can see just this sort of soup over the skyline there. What you're showing there, what we're showing is the Detroit skyline across the Detroit River at the U.S.-Canada border. Detroit has the worst air quality in the world right now, according to IQ Air, just behind Minneapolis. This as residents of First Nations communities in northern Ontario flee forest fires, some of that smoke blowing south. It's sort of swirling around and causing air quality warnings all throughout Thunder Bay, Sarnia, London, Windsor, and some northern U.S. states. According to Air Quality Ontario, the location that has the worst air quality, according to the fine particulate matter in the air right now, that is Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. And just behind Detroit and Minneapolis on that IQ Air list in terms of air quality is Toronto. That is ranking worse than the Democratic Republic of Congo, Delhi, Dubai. We're showing you a live shot of the skyline there in the city of Toronto right now. Pumpkin soup is really what it kind of looks like when you go out there. Environment Canada has posted orange and yellow air quality warnings stretching across much of Ontario. So let's take a look at some of those warnings there. Very high risk is a 10 plus. We're looking at that for Windsor, Thunder Bay, Sault Ste. Marie today. Toronto and Sarnia right now are at 10 plus, but are expected to go down to a 9, which is still high risk today. So these air quality warnings are expected to extend into tomorrow and, potentially sort of subsiding a bit later in the week.
Absolutely. And we really can't show those images enough, because that is what people will be facing as soon as they open the door today, especially if they're anywhere near where the air quality is affecting how they're breathing. Let's talk about safety. What are we hearing from officials as far as the potential health impacts?
Well, we always talk about those who are at most at risk. So we talk about the elderly, those with pre-existing health conditions, children, pregnant women. But with conditions like these, they say really everyone is at risk and everyone needs to take precautions. We heard from this emergency room doctor about why.
You can think of it as a toxic cloud of pollutants. It contains carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, carcinogens, and microscopic particulates that can be especially dangerous, including what's called PM 2.5. They enter our bodies when we breathe, and they cause systemic inflammation, or what's called oxidative stress in the body. The mechanism is not fully understood, but it places stress on all of our organs and can damage our bodies over time and also immediately as well.
So some symptoms to watch for: eye, nose, and throat irritation. I felt a bit of a tickle in my throat, even just coming into work this morning. It doesn't take very long for that to happen. So they're saying limit your time outdoors, move things inside if you have to, sports activities. All the kids are out at camp this time of the year too, so that is affecting a lot of people's lives. Look out for more serious things like wheezing, chest pains, severe cough. Then you need to go and seek some medical assistance. And of course, anybody who's working outdoors, they're also most at risk because sometimes you don't have the option to come inside, right?
Exactly.
So if you have one of those N95 masks, they say that's going to cut down on some of the health effects that you might be experiencing, but it's not going to eliminate it completely.
For sure. And watch for those mild headaches that start to get more extreme as you're exposed to this air quality. And certainly you'll be watching this story as we help our viewers get ready for the day. Linda, thank you so much.
You're welcome.